Hi, this is Alan from Glutathione Authority, and I'm here with my partner, Harmony Woodington. Most of you have seen us together on Facebook Live events, or if you're on our webpage, you see our pictures together, and you might wonder, well, what's going on there? What brought those two together? And it is a really interesting story. So I met Harmony about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, and as she said in her story, she got introduced to collagen protein, which I'm a really huge believer in, and I introduced her to the glutathione, optimizing her glutathione, and watched this person change. The change was just incredible. It's really hard to describe Harmony when I first met her. It's hard to describe people that have had a traumatic incident in their life, had their brain damaged, and they're just not functioning, and then to see them change to a fully functioning individual. I was extremely impressed with that, and I was really impressed because most people Harmony's age are not concerned about their health. They're concerned about the fact. They're concerned about where the party is Friday, who's coming, who's not, what they're going to look like, and they think they have lots of years left to worry about their health. I was in my 30s, late 30s, when I really started to understand I needed to take control of my health. So to meet somebody that is in that age bracket, who is serious about their health, and then to see the dramatic change. And you know, concussions are really a young person's injury, they're not so much an old person's injury. So to know that there's an ability to help people that have that injury, high school kids, college kids, young people, you know, they're most likely to be injured in an accident of some kind. So I was just so impressed with that. And I wanted to get to know Harmony. I wanted to get to know somebody in that age category that could reach out to people in that age category instead of listening to me. And she's just done an incredible job. So Harmony, thanks for joining me on this journey and being with me. And you know, just Glutathione Authority, it's a miracle. It's just so much fun. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So what made you want to get into business with me, Alan?
Well,
what took you from friendship to business?
Well, what took us from friendship to business is a clear understanding. I'm in my 60s. I did not grow up with technology. Technology is something that people my age are continually confronted with, and we're confronted with something that grows at a rate that we are not used to. You know, back in my day, things would grow very, very slowly. I got my first computer in my store in 1988. It was a really big deal. It cost me $25,000 for a computer that probably wouldn't run a green card these days.
Wow.
And now technology changes so quickly. So I needed somebody who had grown up with technology, for whom technology was a way of life, not something that they're constantly having to deal with from a mental perspective and relearn and reframe their life around. So I saw the ability of Harmony to take social media, and it just flows out of her. It just runs, it's just her. And I really needed that in my partnership to get the message out to the people who really need to hear it.
Well, thank you so much. That's really a huge compliment. I really appreciate that. So now I'm going to tell the story from my perspective. So, like he was saying, I most definitely discovered collagen, and that was the beginning of the healing process for me. And I was fortunate enough to listen to Alan Ogden lecture in Victoria. And when he was lecturing, he was speaking on a multivitamin product, and it floored me how he was able to take scientific information, translate it in such a way that it was really, really easily, how do I explain it, understandable. And then on top of that, get people really excited about it. And seeing as I was in the audience, obviously I was one of those people who did get very excited about what I was learning. And I went and spoke with him, and I was just really amazed at the person that he was. And I was fortunate enough to catch the ferry home with him as well, and we got to chat some more.
That's right.
And yeah, and I remember when we were saying goodbye to everybody, Alan came in for a hug. And I was like, scientists don't do that. He's got something going on that's different from the others. So I decided that I was going to get to know him better. And because of the fact that we both live in Vancouver, it made it really easy for me to do that. And so we ended up becoming friends. And as we were getting to know each other, I noticed that not only was I completely enamored with his intelligence, with his brain, but so was everybody else. And everybody wanted a piece. And so I noticed that he was spending so much time answering questions non-stop. And I immediately had so much respect for him and his time that I never, and this is a really cute little story, but I would never pester him. I would always text message him and say, hi. And then I would just wait for him. I would just wait for him to respond, right? And then he would always respond when he had time. And then I'd be like, hey, do you have time to talk? So I always wanted him to know from the beginning that I respected his time. And I always had this idea that it would be so fantastic to capture his IP so that he could take a step back and live his life, right? But that we could all have a piece of Alan Ogden, because you know we all want a piece, right? We all do. It's just the way it is. So basically I ended up, because I became really passionate about glutathione, which he introduced me to, and it did take things to the next level for me, I decided that I was going to take his IP surrounding glutathione, and I was going to turn him into the Glutathione Authority on social media. And so I did that, and it enabled, thank you, and it enabled for him to be able to then capture his IP and take a step back a little bit, because if there was a question that was asked, he could go, you know what, it's right there. And it's absolutely fantastic, and now we've got a year and a half's worth of his intellectual property on social